The impeachment trial of President Trump is now underway. And today we saw accusations and anger on the floor of the Senate. Democrats are charging the Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, with orchestrating a cover-up, saying he is trying to force senators to hold the trial late at night when Americans won't be watching. Well, tonight, McConnell is backing down after objections from several moderate members of his own party as Democrats continue to push for witnesses to be allowed to testify. It really was an extraordinary day of public debate and behind-the-scenes maneuvering in a place that likes to call itself the world's greatest deliberative body. Chip Reid leads off our coverage tonight from Capitol Hill.
The impeachment debate began today before the Senate even convened.
McConnell's resolution is nothing short of a national disgrace.
Democratic leader Chuck Schumer lambasted Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's plan to cram 24 hours of opening arguments for each side into just 2 days, forcing much of the debate to happen after midnight.
He pushes the arguments into the wee hours of the night so American people won't see them.
The Senate will convene.
But shortly after Chief Justice John Roberts gavelled in the trial, the Senate clerk surprised almost everyone.
For a period of time not to exceed 24 hours over up to 3 session days.
Yes, a new plan, 3 days instead of 2 for each side. McConnell agreed to make the handwritten change after some Republicans, including moderate Susan Collins of Maine, expressed concerns. McConnell also gave in to a Democratic demand that all impeachment evidence compiled by the House automatically becomes evidence in the Senate trial. But Schumer quickly moved on to the biggest fight of all.
I send an amendment to the desk to subpoena certain documents and records from the White House.
Whether there will be White House documents and witnesses in the Senate trial, including acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney and former National Security Advisor John Bolton. House managers joined the fight.
Not a single president has issued a blanket direction to his administration to produce no documents and no witnesses.
Schumer lost on a party-line vote, with Republicans arguing that the time to consider witnesses and documents is after this week's opening arguments.
A partisan impeachment is like stealing an election.
At times today, the president's legal team sounded less like lawyers and more like President Trump in his angry tweets.
This all supposedly started because of a whistleblower. Where is that whistleblower?
And it's outrageous. It's outrageous. And the American people won't stand for it, I'll tell you that right now.
Joining us now is Chip Reid, who covered the Clinton impeachment trial as well. So, Chip, no phones, no food. How did these 100 senators fare today?
Well, it's a bit like a college lecture hall. Some of them are busily taking notes. Some of them look bored out of their minds. If they're hungry, by tradition, one of the desks on the Senate floor is filled with candy. And if they're thirsty, also by tradition, we're told that only 2 beverages are allowed on the Senate floor: water and milk. Nora?
All right. Thank you, Chip.